Savannah Guthrie, the poised co-anchor of the Today Show, is a familiar figure in American homes. Her polished demeanor, sharp interviewing skills, and warm smile make even the toughest news feel approachable. For over a decade, she has been a morning companion to millions, balancing high-profile interviews, personal motherhood stories, and navigating her own heartbreaks with grace. But what if the woman who seems so open and composed carries a secret life? One that spans decades, unseen by the public and hidden even from those closest to her? A secret that could now be unraveling. The call that changed everything. It all began on the foggy morning of February 10th, 2026. Savannah, her siblings Annie and Cameron, and a small team of FBI and Pima County Sheriff's detectives were gathered in Tucson, Arizona, near her mother NY's empty home in the Catalina foothills. The disappearance of her 84-year-old mother had stretched into its 10th day, with volunteers scouring desert scrub and drones hovering overhead. Then came the call. Savannah assumed it was a routine update from law enforcement. Instead, a mid-50s voice said a name she hadn't heard publicly in decades. Elena. A name from the past. Elena, urgent yet calm, claimed knowledge of a hidden part of Savannah's life. Specific dates, obscure Tucson locations, and even a reference to a locket revealed truths only Savannah herself knew. The voice hinted that her mother's disappearance was not random, connecting it to the secret world Savannah had buried for 30 years. When the call ended, Savannah's composure cracked. Her hands trembled as she walked back inside. For the first time in days, she felt the weight of a past life pressing on the present. She knew it was time to share the truth with her siblings. A secret life revealed. At the emergency family huddle, Savannah revealed the life she had kept hidden since she was 16. Born Savannah Clark Guthrie in 1971, she had grown up in a typical Tucson suburb. Her father's early death left her mother, Nancy, as the family's cornerstone. Nancy raised Savannah, Annie, and Cameron with firm love, instilling resilience and independence. For Savannah, however, her mother's rules sometimes felt suffocating. To meet expectations, she excelled academically and socially, masking the parts of herself that craved freedom, creativity, and connection beyond her mother's watchful gaze. Meeting Elena. That freedom came unexpectedly in 1988 when Savannah stumbled upon Elena Ramirez, a 19-year-old artist and activist running an underground youth group. Elena's gatherings promised a space to explore identity and creativity away from judgment. In conservative Tucson, this world felt like a lifeline. Elena's magnetic presence and unapologetic authenticity drew Savannah in. Their friendship quickly deepened into something more, though it had to remain secret from her mother. These meetings became Savannah's escape, a place to explore who she was outside the expectations that weighed heavily on her shoulders. The underground world. Under Elena's guidance, Savannah discovered underground art scenes, activist circles, and even ways to bypass her mother's strict supervision, including a fake ID for secret events. Together, they navigated a world vibrant and dangerous, full of people who dared to exist authentically. Their bond strengthened with each meeting, each shared secret. Savannah learned a version of herself she had never known, a girl unafraid of emotion, unbound by societal expectations. This hidden existence remained perfectly concealed, even as Savannah matured and pursued a high-profile career, eventually becoming the poised, polished anchor America now sees. A secret rekindled. When Elena arrived at the Guthrie family's temporary Tucson home, the years fell away. The reunion was quiet but charged with decades of unspoken words. Savannah's siblings watched as the two women embraced, the desert wind stirring the Palo Verde trees. Elena's words were simple but monumental. Savannah no longer needed to hide. The revelation of this long-buried love shifted Savannah's identity. No longer was she merely the polished anchor or the dutiful daughter. She was Clark too, messy, vulnerable, and real. And in this newfound self, she found a strength she hadn't realized she possessed. Evidence from the past. Elena handed over an envelope filled with letters, photos, and documents from their activist days. A handwritten list contained one name circled in red, Ricky Torres. Though he had been off the radar for years, recent reports placed him in Tucson. His connection to NY's disappearance was unclear, but the timing and location raised questions. For the first time since her mother vanished, Savannah had a tangible lead. The old activist world she thought she'd left behind might hold the key to understanding the present crisis, linking her secret life to the dangerous reality her family now faced. Facing the truth. The revelation forced Savannah to confront decades of secrets and fears. The polished image she had maintained for public consumption suddenly seemed insufficient. She wasn't just the perfect daughter, nor the composed news anchor. She was someone with a history, a network, and relationships that defied conventional expectations. And now, those elements had become relevant in a way they never had before. Savannah began to see herself not as a product of perfection, but as someone capable of navigating complexity, confronting danger, and, perhaps, finding a way to bring her mother home. A moment of connection. In the quiet desert evening, Savannah and Elena stood together, observing the sky turning deep violet. Their reunion was not about drama or spectacle. It was about acknowledgement and love. Elena's hand in Savannah's was a reminder that some truths endure, even in silence. After 30 years, the bond that had shaped Savannah's hidden self remained unbroken. The moment was one of healing and recognition, an affirmation that the life she had built publicly and the one she had kept private were now converging, opening possibilities she had never imagined. Looking forward. The discovery of Ricky Torres and the insights from Elena created a fragile thread of hope. The investigation was far from over, and NY's fate remained uncertain. But Savannah's journey toward embracing her true identity marked a turning point. By confronting the shadows of her past, she had not only revealed her secret life, but also gained tools to navigate the present crisis with authenticity. In a life defined by appearances, Savannah had found a moment of clarity, showing that vulnerability and courage often coexist in the most unexpected ways. Conclusion: beyond the facade. As the desert night settled, Savannah Guthrie stood on the porch, Elena beside her, reflecting on decades of secrecy, love, and resilience. The past and present had collided, revealing a deeper understanding of herself and the people she loved. While her mother's disappearance remained unresolved, Savannah's reconciliation with her hidden identity offered a path forward. No longer just a polished anchor or perfect daughter, she embraced Clark, the messy, brave, real version of herself. And in that truth, perhaps the first step toward her mother's safe return had already begun.